It's Randy Orton. Oh.
I have voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me.
Hey guys, what's up? Mr. Beatle89 at you with my Battleground 2016 predictions, and yeah, let's get right into the video. So first off, we'll look at the US title match between Rusev the champion and Zack Ryder. Now, I think this will probably be an alright match. I'm not expecting anything kind of groundbreaking from these two. I expect Rusev really to go over, to be honest with you. You know, I think especially a lot of these mid-card title matches, like especially the US and IC title matches, have been very they seem very last minute thrown together. Like they haven't put a lot of effort into building it up. They've only given it like 2 weeks build, if that. So I'm kind of expecting Rusev to retain here, unless they want to do another like one-day Zack Ryder title reign, which is a possibility, but I don't really see it happening. I think they're going to want to keep Rusev strong, give him a kind of long-term run as US champ, which I'm cool with. I'm quite liking Rusev at the moment. I think he's quite entertaining. But yeah, I'm going to go with Rusev to retain it. Next, we'll look at Becky Lynch versus Natalya. Again, this match has actually had some decent build to it. I mean, you could say whether it's gotten enough attention. I think it personally has. I think it's got, you know, considering where the Divas division was, you know, a few years ago, like, they've definitely put more effort into building women's matches, giving it more time, that sort of thing. So, you know, it's not, it's not been a terrible build, but it's at least the WWE is showing effort into actually building up these women's matches, which I think is a good thing, honestly. So as for who I think's going over, I'm going to go for Becky Lynch. I think she definitely needs like a big win on a big stage, like a pay-per-view. I could see the logic in having Natalya win, like they wanted to, you know, she's just turned heel, they wanted to keep her fairly strong, but I would personally think Becky Lynch should go over. She does kind of need it more. Natalya has been involved in women's title matches after WrestleMania, so she's kind of had quite a big, she's had momentum going into the matches with Charlotte before, so I think maybe taking the loss to Becky maybe is needed, personally. So next we'll look at the second women's match, which will be Sasha Banks and a partner that has yet to be decided against Charlotte and Dana Brooke. I'd assume Sasha and the mystery partner will win. That will probably lead to Sasha making Charlotte submit or beat her or pin her somehow. This will build to a match at SummerSlam for the women's title. As for who I think maybe the partner will be, there's a few possibilities. I've heard maybe Bayley, which would make sense. However, I think that's kind of more of a not fantasy pick, but it's kind of a more a pick that a lot of people would want but wouldn't necessarily get. As a more realistic pick, that are more kind of, I guess I'll call it the Savio Vega pick, where the outcome is quite underwhelming. I'm going to go with someone like Naomi. You know, she's coming back soon. She did get drafted to, I want to say SmackDown. I think it was SmackDown anyway. I may be wrong on that. So if I am, I apologise. But I think, you know, it may be Naomi. I think it kind of makes sense since they were part of Team Bad. So I'd say the kind of more pick that would make the match really fun would be Bayley, but I guess the Savio Vega pick would be Naomi. But I think Sasha and the mystery partner will, in fact, go over. Next, we'll look at The Miz versus Darren Young for the IC title. This feels really kind of rushed. Like, they were doing all these Darren Young promos about making him great again, and I did enjoy them at first. I thought they were quite fun, but you could tell that clearly they'd like filmed these promos ages ago, all in one go, and now just airing them. I would have maybe liked to have seen more stuff where Darren Young actually and Bob Backlund are doing stuff together. I think it could have actually been quite funny, because Bob Backlund's someone who's a bit, you know, a complete nutter at times. So I think it could have been quite interesting to see stuff with him getting Darren Young to do some really crazy stuff, but unfortunately we didn't get that. And then he, out of nowhere, just returns and wins a Battle Royal. I just think the build-up's too short in my eyes. And I think what they'll probably do is they'll have Miz win, and then they'll probably have Bob Backlund do something would be like, we've got a lot of work we've still got a lot of work to do to make Darren Young great again or whatever, and they'll probably continue with that. I just think giving Young the title is just, I just don't think he's ready yet. I mean, with a bit of build, yeah, I'd be cool with this, but I just think it's too early really to give Darren Young the belt. I could see it happening, but I personally don't think it will. So I know the Miz to retain here. Next, we will look at the New Day versus the Wyatt family. I'm actually really looking forward to this match. I think it could be a lot of fun. Like, you've got the New Day, who are all very great in-ring workers. They've improved, especially Big E and Xavier Woods have really improved in the ring in these past couple of years, and they've been awesome to watch. And the Wyatts, they've actually, the draft's kind of split them up. Strowman's gone to Raw, and Wyatt and Rowan are on SmackDown. I don't necessarily think it's the best idea. I know the WWE probably have a bit of a hard-on for Strowman because he's big, muscle, tall, but like, I just don't know whether he'll be able to get over like on his own. Personally, like, there's not really much to Braun Strowman apart from he's big. He was part of the Wyatt family, and if you kind of take away the stuff, there's not much there. I mean, who knows? Maybe it could work. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just kind of the way I see it. I think he still needs to be part of the Wyatt family, but who knows? Who knows? It may pay off, but I just don't see it happening. But as to who I think is going to go over, I'm going to say the Wyatts. I mean, clearly Bray is going to be a big player on SmackDown. He was one of the earlier picks. He's one of the bigger guys on that SmackDown roster. So hopefully this will lead towards kind of a Bray Wyatt main event push. So I'm going to go with the Wyatt family to win. And next we will look at John Cena, Enzo Amore, and Big Cass versus The Club. And The Club been split up. Gallows and Anderson on Raw, AJ Styles on SmackDown. So I'm assuming, obviously, that means that they'll do something with Finn Balor, whether he joins The Club, feuds with The Club, whatever, and AJ will do his own thing with Cena on SmackDown going into SummerSlam. Who do I think is going to go over? I'm going to go with Cena, Enzo, and Cass. I think, the Club, I mean, they know that AJ won at the last pay-per-view. I think they're going to want to give Cena some momentum. In all honesty, I doubt, and yeah, I just think they're going to want to make Cena look strong. He'll probably get the pin over Styles, and then they'll build to a blow-off at SummerSlam, I reckon. So, next, we'll have is Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. And, I'm really looking forward to this match. I think these two have a really good chemistry with each other, not just in the ring, but in the promos that have been going into this match have been really awesome, and the back and forth stuff and the brawls and everything. I've been really enjoying it, actually. Who do I think is going to win? I think there's either two possibilities. I think since Kevin Owens won the last match, it's likely Zayn will get the win. However, the draft kind of it changed my perspective a bit. Maybe that means that because they're both on the same brand, they're both on Raw, maybe that means that Sami Zayn actually will, and Kevin Owens will actually fight to a draw, and then blow everything off at SummerSlam. So, it's a tough one, but I'm going to go for a no finish. So whether that's a double DQ, double count out, no finish, basically. I don't see this ending with a definitive winner, as I think they'll blow off at SummerSlam. Probably with Zayn going over, I think. I do think he needs to get a big singles win over Owens, personally. So I'm going to go for a draw at Battleground, to some extent. And now we are on to the main event, I believe. Yes, we are. I've covered all the other matches. Triple threat for the WWE title. Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. This should be awesome. The match that we've been waiting for years. Kind of wish it was at a Big Four, whether that be WrestleMania or SummerSlam especially, or even Survivor Series, but we've got a Battleground, I guess, which I'm not complaining because I think it'll be awesome. I just wish that this was on a bigger stage. I think you could have done that, because these are three of the top guys at the minute. And this one I've really kind of and ahed about who will actually go over. And will Ambrose retain? Will Reigns win? Will Rollins win? I'm really not sure. I think one thing's for certain, I don't think Reigns is winning here. And I think, unfortunately, they're going to do the redemption storyline and have him win the belt back at SummerSlam. And I know that sounds like a pain in the arse, and it is, but this is a prediction, it's not what I want to happen. So I think So that means probably Dean Ambrose or Rollins will retain. I'm honestly not sure though. I think I'm going to go with Seth Rollins because he is the heel. And they're obviously going to want to do Reigns and Rollins at Summer. I think they'll probably want to do some sort of variation and do a heel babyface dynamic. So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins to win the WWE title. And yeah, I think Dean Ambrose is going to have a pretty pointless title reign, unfortunately, which is a shame because I was in the belief that maybe Ambrose should get a lengthy title run, you know, into the autumn and winter, maybe lose it at like Survivor Series, but you know, that's just me. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this predictions video. Let me know your predictions, and if you haven't already, please like the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Cheers guys.